welcome back to my channel. Today is my week 24 pregnancy update. So to start, well, I'm actually almost 25 weeks pregnant, but I'll be 25 weeks pregnant tomorrow. So I'm technically at the end of my 24th week, but I'm still gonna update you guys on my symptoms for this week. And to start, I gained 11 pounds this pregnancy so far, so I weigh 132. So I think I've gained maybe 2 pounds this week. I don't remember what I weighed last week. I just know that I've gained 11 overall. Baby is growing good. My tummy is just getting so much bigger every day. Everything, like my pants and stuff that I used to wear, are getting really tight, so I can definitely know and see that my bump is growing for sure. I've been getting a lot of cramping, mostly from like the ligament cramping or whatever, if I walk too much or if I move too quickly or anything like that. But yeah, that's normal for me. I've been feeling lots of kicks from the baby. She still feels so much more gentle than my other boys did, which is really nice. I hope it stays that way because it'll be nice this pregnancy to not be beaten up all the time by my child. My skin still feels like it's ripping. Obviously, as my tummy is growing, it just feels worse and worse. So I've been slathering on the coconut oil, hoping that it helps. I don't have any new stretch marks yet, and I'm hoping it stays that way. But I definitely feel like my tummy's growing, and I have such shortness of breath. Like, I'm already out of breath just talking in this video, because I feel like the baby's so high up and my lungs are like being compressed or something. So yeah, breathing has definitely been hard. I find myself out of breath doing like the lamest things, like walking up the stairs, and I'm like at the top and I'm like huffing and puffing, so it's kind of funny. In terms of cravings, I really desperately have been craving peanut butter and then salads. That's been like my main thing. Like, I put peanut butter on everything lately, so I just am like so desperate for like that taste. And then I've been just really wanting salads everywhere I go. So I've been eating lots of salads, which is a good craving. I'm happy that I don't have any crazy cravings. But I do have a huge appetite. It's definitely increased, and I'm like always needing food in my mouth. And then even when I eat, I'm still hungry. But I obviously can't eat as much as I like because at one time, in one sitting, just because then I won't be able to breathe. But yeah, I still have the contractions, and they're getting more frequent and more like I can feel them more and stuff. Restless leg syndrome has kicked in so bad this past week. Like, I'll be lying in bed and I'm just like kicking my legs. Like, I just can't find a comfortable position. I'm tossing and turning. You have like that tingly feeling in your leg, like that restless feeling, and it's getting worse, and it's really kicked in this week. So I hate this part of the pregnancy because it's so much harder to sleep. And yeah, I've kind of put a hold on walks and fitness, and the reason for that is the last thing I'm going to talk about is I found out that I had a prolapse. I haven't seen the midwives or anything yet, so I don't know what kind it is. I don't know how severe it is, but I do have one. So it's been pretty painful, like walking or really just doing anything. And the reason why it's more painful now than it used to be is just because the baby's growing and she's putting more weight on me. So that's kind of frustrating. I'm probably gonna do a separate video on it once I talk to the midwives and just update you on the entire thing. But for now, there's kind of a few things they were saying. We talked over the phone. She was saying the first thing is that I might need a C-section depending on how weak I really am down there. They just don't know if I'll be able to push the baby out or not. Especially that this baby's posterior, like my other boys, it involves obviously a lot more pushing and a lot longer. And if she's gonna be big like the boys too, then that will be even harder. So she says just keep in mind that C-section is a possibility. The other thing is they say obviously surgery after birth might be another possibility depending on what kind of birth I have and if my prolapse gets worse, etc. They said they're gonna send me to a physiotherapist, I guess, I don't know, to start working out or something like that, to do exercises that strengthen my pelvic floor and my lower abdominal muscles and the deepest abdominal muscles, the transverse abdominis. So there's a whole bunch of things, and basically like what happened was after I had John, my first, he was really large, and I was pushing for 2 hours, and I was so strained, and then they ended up using a vacuum. So it really weakens your muscles. The more you stretch, the more you weaken. And then I didn't do any Kegels or anything like that because I didn't know I was supposed to. It was my first kid. But I felt like pretty decent. Like I didn't feel like I really had weak muscles or anything. But then I got pregnant a year later with my second, and he was a much larger baby, and I was still pushing for a very long time because he was posterior as well. I didn't have a vacuum with him, but I was already weakened from my first pregnancy, and then having the second labor really just weakened me even more. And then that's when I did start to do the workouts, was like after I gave birth, and I was like, wow, I feel really weak. I started doing the Kegels and stuff. But because I got pregnant really soon after, 3 months to be exact, I got pregnant 3 months after. That's when it was just too soon. Like even though I was still working out and trying to strengthen my pelvic floor, just wasn't enough time. So now having this third baby put so much pressure on me, it's just been like, my pelvic floor is very weak. So I need to strengthen it. Like I said, it's so much more details and all that. I'll just probably make a separate video on it. I don't want to make this video forever. But yes, I do have a prolapse, and I will be seeing the midwives about it, and then I'll keep you guys posted and all that. So yeah, that is about it. I will show you guys the bump, which is so much bigger and like higher, and I can't breathe. I'll show you guys the bump, and then this week I'll hopefully be getting up the 9-month baby update for John, or for Aaron, and those other pregnancy videos that I was talking about maternity clothing and all that. So hopefully I can get all that content out for you guys this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new to my channel, check out my social media links in the description box below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye. Here's a bump from the front for technically 25 weeks. The shirt's hard. It's not very like fitted, so it's hard to see the bump, and it's black, but here's the bump. It's definitely growing. Oh my goodness. Here's from the other side. And the back.